Tom. Today I will be reciting part of the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their powers from the consent of the governed. Okay, now I'm going to recite Psalm 1. How happy is the man that does not follow the advice of the wicked, or stray in the path of sinners, or join in the group of mockers. Instead, his delight is in the Lord's instruction, and he meditates on it day and night. He is like a tree planted beside streams of water that bears its fruit in season, and his leaves does not wither. Whatever he does prospers. The wicked are not like this. Instead, they are like chaff that the wind blows away. Therefore, the wicked will not be in the...
The wicked are not like?
It's like the wicked will...
I'm sorry. I'm not confused.
Wicked will not...
Instead, the wicked will not survive the judgment.
I know.
And sinners.
Okay. I forgot the rest.
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay. So now I want to talk a little bit about Norse mythology. So, not a whole lot of people know a lot about Norse mythology, so I'm just going to talk about two small points in it. How they believe the world was created, and the Vikings are the ones who believed in this, and Ragnarok, which means apocalypse, and it was just basically the end of the world. So, the way they believed that the world was created was, first, there was two life forms, a giant Jotun, or a giant monster, and a cow. And from them, they had offspring, and eventually 3 gods came from the offspring of the cow. And they were not cows, but they were the cow's offspring. They challenged the monster and defeated him, and they used his body to make the earth. His flesh became the soil, his bones became the mountains, his teeth became the boulders and stones, his brine became the water, and his skull became the dome of the sky. And his big toe is Mount Everest. So, then they took sparks from Muspelheim, the world of fire, which was one of the only 2 worlds that was in existence before they created the earth, and they made the sun and the moon. They put them in chariots, and they attached horses to the chariots and sent them trotting around the dome of the sky. 2 Jotuns, 2 monsters that can transform themselves into wolves, and jumped onto the dome of the sky and started chasing the chariots because Jotuns hate light. So, that's how they believe the world was created, and how day and night came along. Then, eventually, the wolves caught up. A lot of stuff happens in between this, but eventually the wolves catch up to the chariots and eat the sun and the moon. And this is when Ragnarok happens. It is a final showdown between the gods and the monsters, the good guys and the bad guys. And almost everybody dies, except for a few warriors from Valhalla, which is where you go if you die in battle, apparently. But right before the wolf who was chasing the sun ate the sun, somehow the sun gave birth to a daughter, and that's how the new sun came along. And from the woods, because most of the humans had died, from the woods came 2 humans, a man and a woman, who became the father of all humans nowadays, and they did not believe in the Asgardians or the Norse gods. They believed in one God. That's all.
Looks delicious.
Yes. I'm sure you can't. There are some scorpions that you can eat, most likely. So I'm going to talk a little bit about arachnids. So a lot of people are afraid of arachnids, and this is called arachnophobia. There are definitely some reasons why they would be afraid of them. But the only two spiders in America that can kill you with their venom are the black widow and the brown recluse. And the way the brown recluse's venom works is when it bites you, its venom starts killing the tissue around where it bites, and it attacks all your muscles. It takes effect almost instantly, and it'll be very easy to notice. The black widow's venom takes effect by attacking your vital organs, and this happens very slowly. So you have a good chance of getting to the hospital for both. Because for one, you have a long time to realize that you've been bitten by it, and the other, it just, you've been bitten by it. It happens. Starts to happen to someone. So right here, I have two diagrams. Thank you, Rob. Rob drew the spider for me. I drew the scorpion though. So I have two diagrams of a scorpion and a spider, which are two of the main arachnids. There are a lot of other arachnids, of course. Right here, I have examples of the kingdom, class, order, family, and genus, and species of a scorpion and a spider that I chose to do it. Obviously, not obviously, but the kingdom is animal, phylum is arthropod, and class is arachnid for both of them. The scorpion's order is scorpions, and the spider's order is Araneae. I chose the species sand scorpion for the scorpion and a brown recluse for that. If you would like to look at the other three things, you can later. So right here, I also have some names of parts of the spiders and scorpions' external anatomy. So we have the chela on the scorpion, which it's their pincers. They catch prey with it and then kill it with their stinger. The brachium, femur, carapace, mesosoma, their legs, metasoma, right here, the aculus, telson, and vesicle. These are all parts of the. Okay, so here's the spider. And for the spider, we have the prosoma right here, the spinnerets, which is what it uses to make silk, make webs, and spin the webs around the prey with. Their prey, their abdomen, their legs, their eyes. The average for most spiders is most spiders have at least 8 eyes. They have their pedipalps and the chelicerae.
Wow.
Questions?
What's a chelicerae? The pinchers?
Chompers.
The
Victor's fangs, whatever you want to call them.
Where is the stinger on a scorpion?
Oh, that's the
Tail,
best of
right
it.
here.
Oh.
How many times can a scorpion sting you?
About
As
3.
many times as it wants. As long as it has time enough.
How many times will it have venom for? Probably
That's a good
depends on the
question, and I do
scorpion, probably.
not- Yeah, probably depends on the scorpion. I don't know.
Do any scorpions live in America, and where do they live? If they
I'm
don't.
sure some live in America, probably in the deserts of Arizona and New Mexico, those areas.
So what habitat do they live in? I guess.
Deserts, and I think there are some scorpions that live in rainforests, maybe in Washington.
Some of them live in airplanes.
Some of them live
Luggage.
luggage compartments, yeah. So does the biggest spider in the world, the giant bird-eating tarantula. It's about a foot long.
Wow. Are all arachnids have 8 legs?
Yes. All I can say is
Does
Well, do you know what else the spinnerets are used for? Not just making silk.
I just did the diagram.
Well, they also are the egg-laying organs for spiders.
It's true.
And all, actually I don't know all, but most arachnids have them.
Yes, I mean most arachnids can spin silk.
Sorry, no, arachnids, yeah. I don't know
Oh,
if scorpions
most
do,
spiders.
What
Sorry,
do
my bad.
what does
What does the female spider do to the male spider?
Eats it most of the time.
Yep.
For most spiders.
Yep.
Same with the praying mantis, except that the praying mantis, the female eats the male's head, not the rest. I can also take questions on the horse if you want.
Okay, about the Norse thing. Did you say the word Valhalla?
Valhalla.
Valhalla, and what does it mean?
It's okay, so what they thought is if you die in battle, you go to Valhalla, which is sort of heaven. And you really just eat and drink in the hall for half the day. The other half the day, you go outside and you kill each other. But at the end of the day, yes. But at the end of the day, you can they put themselves back together and go back inside to sleep. Oh, well.
There is a golf course near Louisville, Kentucky that I've played a couple times called Valhalla. So that's interesting.
That's where you go
But I
to
got that
die.
name. I didn't realize.
They played brave soldiers there, and they recruit them for the final battle for Ragnarok.
Did Rob draw both of those?
No, he did the spider.
Okay.
I did the
Good job.
scorpion.
Well, they're
You
both
might be able to
interesting.
see why I asked him to draw the spider, because he's better than me.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, but he's still throwing it.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.